Hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Warships Legends, Mobile Edition, with Terry. And today we are looking, and by the way, can I just throw that in that the fact that the camera automatically pans around if I leave it in the panoramic destroyer view, or ship view in general, is actually really quite neat, because I could never do that by hand, because you just can't get the smooth transition there. But it's quite nice, and it gives me something to look at, or it gives you something to look at while I'm actually blubbering around. Anyway, where was I? Yes, Warships Legends Mobile. This is my very first destroyer, HMS Campbeltown, who was a very, very famous ship because she was part of the Saint Nazaire raid, and she was blown up in order to damage the dockyard over there. Originally a Wix class, I believe, that was obsolete at the time of the Second World War and given to the British by the Americans. And here in game is it's a tier, I think, what tier is it? It's a tier 2 destroyer, yes. And you get this ship, or I got this ship. I didn't actually pay anything for it, and this has been quite amazing to me. So this Research Bureau thing here, and we're looking at that, the archive. This is the AFK grind sort of thing. You don't actually do anything. It happens by itself. You can boost it, but you can also just let it run in the background, and it seems to be more or less doing its own thing. And the very first research project that I've gone through has eventually netted me the Campbeltown. So that was a free premium, and even better, if we're looking at it, it came with a historical camouflage, also for free. So I was very pleasantly surprised to get a completely free premium after, I don't know, 2 weeks or something that I've got the game installed. And that's neat. That was a very nice gesture. I haven't spent any money, and I now own a Campbeltown. I do have the Campbeltown in World of Warships Blitz, but I think I purchased the ship there. Anyway, so this obviously being a premium ship, you don't get any kind of tech tree progression, but you get the Type 9 camouflage, which gives us better surface detection and reduces incoming fire dispersion, which I think is really, really nice as an idea to have a camouflage, because that's literally what camouflages are doing. They're not like suddenly giving your guns better range or giving your ship more hit points. I mean, what are they painting these things with? Like titanium paint or something. No, it decreases your detection. You're harder to see and you're harder to hit, because the idea of camouflage is not so much that you can't see the ship at all. Some of them are, but oftentimes it is to throw off range finding and target acquisition by making the ship look to be in a different position from where it is, by making it harder to spot where the ship is going, and which direction the ship is looking. So that I like very much. Now, the Campbeltown, being a destroyer, obviously has torpedoes, and again, we have relatively little in terms of actual information about the ship in-game, which is a little bit sad, but we have a 7.5 kilometer torpedo range. And because this isn't Warships Blitz, these torpedoes do an absolute crapload of damage. So you gotta be really, really careful with those torpedoes. In addition, she gets 2 smoke screens, and they last for 23 seconds. So they are probably proper smoke screens, but I'm not sure. You get 2 consumables off that, and you get 2 engine boosts as well. They don't do an awful lot, but they're making you a little bit faster. So that's not a bad thing. You get the choice. You get two module choices that you can fit into the ship. Either you get the steering gear, you get a sturdier steering gear, or you get sturdier engines. And I've played, I think, a couple of rounds, and I got my steering gear shot off, so I decided to go with the steering gear. It's not very expensive, so if I need to switch it out, not making a massive difference. But that's pretty much all you can do with the ship. There's really nothing else except for more XP bonuses and other general things. So I have put the only British captain that I had around, Mr. Jellicoe, in here, which is obviously slightly ahistorical, but he has now the increased torpedo speed, plus 1 knot. He got as his base trait a 1% repair party duration, which isn't particularly helpful on a destroyer because it doesn't have any repair party. But there also does not seem to be an affinity of captains so much as that they need to retraining and all these kind of shenanigans. So if I get something else, then I might just switch things around. And right now he's just reducing the surface detection again for a maximum stealth build. So I figured I'll take my spanking new Campbeltown with historical camouflage into battle and see how destroyers are playing in this game after I've already tried cruisers and battleships. And we are again in a full player game. This is also something I really enjoy. No bots at low tiers. We are playing in Archipelago and I'm spawning in the middle. So what can I do in a destroyer? Well, I've got very nasty hard-hitting torpedoes. I believe I can actually single fire these. I've got 2 smoke screens, I've got engine boosts, and well, I'm pretty stealthy. So I'm probably gonna go scout down the middle because the flanks are sort of sorted, and it's a base capture map. So we'll see how that turns out. Battle starts, and here we go in my very first destroyer. So we'll see how that turns out. We do have 2 ships there with us. What is that? Wyoming? That's a Phoenix. Yep, that's a Wyoming. And I'm just going to head down the middle and at the very least spot for these guys so they have something to shoot at. Enemy team has 5 destroyers, 3 cruisers and just 1 battleship. So with the cruisers I probably will have to be a little bit careful, and I don't know how good the guns are on the Campbeltown. I remember them not to be great, but we'll see what we can make happen. And I also don't know if it's common to have these ship skills at tier 2. But, well, it's a premium. I'm taking it. And we'll see how we can do. Anyway, do we have... Nobody seems to be wanting to come along. So, okay, there goes my plan of spotting for these people. But, I mean, at least for the Wyoming I can. Where are you all going? Okay, Phoenix going that way. Wyoming decides he wants to go right flank. Not sure he's fast enough for that. But, I mean, he's got time. And there seems to be absolutely nobody here. So, I don't have anybody to shoot at. Well, if they decide not to defend their base, now the base capture mechanic here I think is a little different than in Blitz. Here actually you do get reset if you're getting shot at while you're capturing. But then again, I'm in a destroyer. I've got smoke screens, and maybe I can make myself useful and at least threaten the base and force a part of the enemy team to disengage and come back, which would alleviate the pressure on my team. Okay, what do we got there? A Dertsky. So let's drop a widespread of torpedoes just in the gap, just in case he decides to slow down. But I'm not going to start shooting at it. There is the enemy battleship. There's only 1 of them, and there's nobody else here by the looks of it. Okay, in that case, well then, let's make our way into the capture circle. That Dertsky there concerns me a little bit, but. So far no one spotted me. So I'm gonna just sneak into the enemy cap, keep an eye on the minimap, and I do need to wait a little bit for the Dertsky to get out of the way so I can actually get in there without being detected. And then drop some torpedoes on that, what is it? It's a Soviet or Russian battleship. And I think he just started turning the second I dropped the torpedoes. So that's nasty, but I'm now in their capture circle. I is in your base. What are you gonna do about it? You should do something about it. And it looks like no one is really planning to do anything about it. So let's smoke up for now and just use our guns. Why am I getting detected while I'm inside smoke? Not happy about that. I shouldn't have been detected. I smoked first. But it looks like the Dertsky is dead, and now I don't really have anything to do with my smoke anymore. Okay, I've still got that Soviet battleship over there, and my torpedoes are reloading, but it's going to take me 2 minutes to actually capture. Now I'm in the smoke screen, and once my concealment goes back down again, there we go, I'm going to leave my smoke screen, because smoke screens are suspicious. So I don't want anybody to blind fire and get me out of there. I'll rather sit behind that island over here and then make myself useful against that Soviet battleship. So we'll see what we can do here. I mean, he can't see me, And if I'm careful, he's never going to see me. So we'll be just heading over to that thing, and we'll see what we can do there. Alright, where is he? There he is. Okay, 2 of them, and 1 cruiser is coming. So they have noticed me, that somebody is capturing. And once again, I'm in this overview thing where I can't fire my torpedoes. Gonna take me a second to, yeah, there we go, to press the button and realize that. And I have switched the torpedoes to single fire. I'm just gonna send them down in one line and see what these people are up to. And then I'm gonna reverse out of that before I get spotted. And I think they've just turned. Yeah, I think he's just turned. So I'm gonna send the second spread of torpedoes on the other side, a little bit in a different angle. I haven't done any damage. Oh, I got spotted. Okay. Smoke up. Come on, smoke screen, do your thing. Why am I still spotted? That's no fair. Oh, no, sorry. I don't actually have a smoke screen ready. Okay, yeah, awkward. I thought I did. I got spotted. I think that's still my old smoke screen being active here. So, I think I have hit the... I have at least landed some torpedo hits on that cruiser over there, and now I'm just gonna again use the island to hide myself from the battleship's guns. And there's that Dersky again, or maybe it's a different Dersky. But I'm gonna start using my guns here. I think he's otherwise occupied. Kuma's taken him out. Okay, where's that battleship over there? There he is, and he has dodged my torpedoes, and so he knows a thing or two. But I'm still capturing his base. And I don't know what the rest of his team is. There's still 4 of them left. They're going to have to go somewhere. Well, if he's not shooting at me... Oh, there were Dersky torpedoes. That's good that I stayed bow in. If he's not shooting at me, then... oh, no, he is shooting at me. Okay, never mind then. Run away! And obviously that reset my capture progress. So just area denial torpedoes, and then I'm just going to run away. And make myself scarce here. Because yes, he has now finally realized that I'm here. I'm gonna send some more. I think he's sailing outside my torpedo range, so I'm just gonna send another spread of torpedoes down that way. Probably, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I think he is about to dodge my torpedoes. That guy knows what he's doing. There's a vampire. Okay, hello there. What are you doing at tier 2? Anyway, let's shoot at it. Oh my gosh, I need to aim almost outside the screen to get my guns on target on that thing, but he's on super low hit points. If I can land 1 shell, yep, there he goes, that's enough. And how about that thing? Is he running into some of my torpedoes? Maybe, maybe not. It looks like there is a convenient gap in my torpedoes that is battleship sized and allows him to get through there. So, well, we tried, but we've done a decent amount of damage by now with that torpedo drop on the cruiser earlier. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, it looks like he's dodged it. Anyway, we're still capturing. It's still a minute in, because I think the cruiser that was in here with me in the capture circle is actually leaving. And yeah, that battleship has dodged my torpedoes. So I'm still the only one capturing. But the rest of my team is very slowly catching up. I have no hopes that the Wyoming's going to catch up. My smoke is almost off cooldown, so I should be able to... maybe I can get a little closer, get a couple of torpedoes away. I mean, that thing is on very low health at this point already. So I will see if I can... Okay, smoke's ready. Let's smoke up, and I should be no longer detected by staying inside my smoke screen. Ideally, smoke screen. How do smoke screens work? There we go. Smoke screen has functioned. And where are you going? Anyway, I'm just going to drop some torpedoes in your general direction. I'm 27 seconds away from capturing, so I don't think he's gonna... never mind. Phoenix has taken him out, so he's dead. And we are almost done. So, have I done the most damage in this destroyer? Not really. I mean, it wasn't bad. I landed a couple of torpedoes. But I think the main play here in this whole thing was to capture their base, because they decided not to defend the center line. And I just snuck through there, capped them out. It's not so much the actual act of capturing. Yes, capturing is going to win you the game. But it is the act of threatening the capture circle that causes ships to disengage, come back, and then take fire in the meantime and be chased down by the rest of my team, which is pushing. And interestingly enough, despite that, I have still come up on the top of the team. I'm enjoying destroyers. Destroyers are fun. Because these torpedoes, my gosh, the damage they're doing. Destroyers are fun. And I might try a couple of destroyer lines just to see how they're playing. And yeah, so far I'm enjoying myself. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.